What a game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome to the home of the Blue Hens in Newark and Delaware Stadium. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Houston Cougars, taking on a team from Conference USA, the Delaware Blue Hens. For EA Sports College Football, I'm... Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. They'll run play action. Caught in the backfield, it's Gage. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. Wide open downfield. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, the ground game. Pass to Sticks and still on his feet. And he'll finish the run. From the gun, the running back has it. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23. He's got 48 yards rushing in this game. What a way to start the new season. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. New set of downs after the completion. They'll run it from the gun. Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Catch in the middle, it's Lincoln. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. They'll get him out of bounds and mark it at the 21. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Off play action. Quick strike complete. He's guided out of bounds at the 12-yard line. The Cougars, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. After that last one, they're staring at a 2nd and long. First down marker just short of the goal line. He caught it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well.
Here comes the Houston offense once again. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Quick completion to the right. And runs through another one. And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender. They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Oh, he's got some space. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. A first down for the offense. Looking to throw on first down. Deep shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Houston. Hello.
They have
two running backs alongside the quarterback. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Across the 25, he's got room. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. The Cougars, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Power football with the run. At midfield, he's got room. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Pulls it in. It's Lincoln.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Out of the gun, the inside give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the big fella. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. Looking to the big tight end. That pass is incomplete.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards.
Touchdown, Houston! And they... Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Running back searching for a hole. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. And they add 6 more. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Gets it past the marker. Running free. And they're going to score again. Here's the handoff. Turning it on. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Yeah, and this offense has had their way with this defense, and they've had a lot of success. And I tell you what, if this defense wants any chance of coming back, they better get physical and stop the run, because right now, this offense is having their way.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Grabbed behind the line. It's Lincoln. Open space at the 25. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And this kind of performance has to give this team.
We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
That's going to... One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the Charlotte 49ers, Jerry Richardson Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina, as we'll see the national champions from last year, the Houston Cougars, taking on a team from the American, the Charlotte 49ers. The give to the tailback. They opened the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33. The Cougars with a second and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Picks up the first down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Grab behind the line. It's Lockett. At the 45, on its way. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll try to take it back. And he showed off the... to the air on 1st down. Finds a man on the left. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Under fire. On a little time, lets it go. Finds his tight end. And he's wrestled to the ground. They'll operate out of split back. Rides the back on the option, the give. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. First play of the period, first down here. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Houston is moving it quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Steps away. Hit as he throws. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Behind the chains now on second and long. They'll try the left side. There he goes. How many guys are left grabbing for air as he gets it to the 26-yard line? The Cougars are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Here comes the heat. Pulls it in. It's Lockett. And into the end zone. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. Houston has it with a first and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Houston. Shoot, quick toss to the right. Nice move, creates some space. He's loose on the right. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Cougar! Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. Out of bounds, stopped just short of the 20 at the 19, and now they feel like they have room to operate. They're backed up just a little. First and 10 from their own 19. Get it out to the supersonic guy. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Under fire. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. And the Cougars come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to scramble. On the run, fires downfield. And it's in. Despite some serious arm strength shown there. You want to talk about a decision that could blow up in your face, going for it inside your own 40. Now, we'll hang on here. The coach is calling a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look, thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Trying to move the chains, Houston comes to the line on fourth down. He's got him. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Unleashes one deep. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can...
Breaks into the open. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the 49ers will boot it away to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he'll be brought down after he... The Houston offense comes onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like, the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Ball down, but he has enough to move the chains. Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Pass completion, move the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Cougars.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go.
The Houston offense ready to go back to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Throws to the tight end. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that?
And the ball will be grabbed at the 30-yard line. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. Off the play fake on first down. Fires toward the end zone. Intercepted deep in his own. This offense has it with really good field position. Gets the back moving. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Trying to beat the D deep. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Now on 2nd and goal. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, Houston. Touch pass on the jet sweep. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Gets it to him on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And he makes the catch inside the 25. A And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down. That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. Got his man quickly. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Houston will snap it in the red zone. They'll move the wide receiver. The give to the back. Headed to the end zone. And he's loose. And guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes along.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to John O'Quinn Field in H-Town, home to the Houston Cougars. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Kansas State Wildcats, taking on last year's national champion, the Houston Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Leaves it with the running back. Defense fills those gaps. He's got one to the 28. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting the season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time. The old cliche.
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. The Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. From the gun, running back gets the give. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Oh, unfortunate to get that one back, and as an added bonus, they get the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. This Houston offense about to snap it on first down again. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Working that left side now. He gets down to the 25 before going out of bounds. After the first down completion, it's second and short. They'll leave it with him. Crosses the 10. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll use the running game on first and goal. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's the end of the period, and Kansas State is on top. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Touchdown, Houston! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? Great place to start for this offense. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He'll get rid of it. Finds a man on the right. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a first down. Houston trying to say hello to the end zone in this red zone trip. Going for 6. Touchdown, Houston. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between...
Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Lockett. At the 35, he's open. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. It's first and 10 from the 38-yard line. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Got a first down. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
Wants to go up top on first down. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Snags it down the right side. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They've really got this offense humming. Just the 4th play of the drive, and it's first and goal. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. The Cougars, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. And they pick up just 1. It'll be 3rd and 9. Trying to pick up a first down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Steps away to find some room. He's going to run it. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. Looking to throw on first down. Looking for a huge play. Grabs it inside the 10. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have complete...
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougar!
And what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using...
Houston sending the offense back onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
Houston is moving it quickly down the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the grab. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. Fine play action. Finds his man. It's Gage. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Cougars line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Throws for the tight end. And the pass was broken up, incomplete, and there's a flag on the field. This could be offensive holding. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Got it behind the line. It's Lincoln. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. 1st and goal now for Houston as they try to get it in. Big fella moving. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. 2nd and goal for this offense. Trying to run it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cougars. The Cougars just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Here's a heat. Moving out of the pocket. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Houston will be forced to punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Return's going to get it up around. Here comes the Houston offense once again. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Caught in the backfield. It's Lincoln. The defense will converge, and out of bounds he goes at the 40.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
And this one isn't over because the defense still has 3 timeouts left, but, man, that clock is ticking, and they can just run the football up multiple.
Turning it on! They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. Wide receiver going in motion. The handoff keeps working on that clock. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23. quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the ground with the back. Got enough space. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. And they motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Handoff from the gun. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. And the Cougars come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. A strong, methodical, workman-like effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. If coveting is a sin, one team here might need to ask for forgiveness. Sitting just outside the rankings and wanting what their opponent today has, a spot in the top 25. Welcome to John O'Quinn Field in H-Town, home to the Houston Cougars. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Utah Utes, taking on last year's national champions, the Houston Cougars. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. This offense is so deep, it's teetering on the edge of a safety. Give to the running back. Pushes forward for 3 out to the 13.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up and get some move.
There he goes. Touchdown, Houston. And once he found open space, the man might as well start playing.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
The Houston offense comes onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Gets it out quickly. No chance to run, but still a good game. The Cougars in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He'll do it himself. Runs through a tackle. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This Houston offense about to snap it on first down again. Bringing the heat. With the catch, it's Gage. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Well, the defense, they're smelling blood in the water now. Of course, they've already knocked the starting quarterback out of this game, and now with the backup in, they're bringing more pressure. It almost looks like they're more excited to get after him. This is just a very excited, very emotional defense right now.
It's good. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
Looking to the big tight end. Got a man in the middle. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Zings it complete to the right. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Gets it out fast. And they gave him no chance to get loose, and they force a 4th down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Makes the catch. It's Lincoln. They'll make the stop, but the chains will move. It's a first down for Houston.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
They move to the 16. It's 1st and 10. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Cougars have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Using the quick game. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Quick completion on the out route. He is stopped well short of the first down marker at the 15, and let's see what they do on 4th. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Didn't make him sweat at all. They'll keep it on the ground to start the 2nd half. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He wants to go deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop just across the 30 at the 31. It's 4th down. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. Coverage team gets the... Houston sending the offense back onto the field. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Breaks into the open. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Houston. And that one will put him up here in the 2nd half. First order of business, get out of this hole as the drive starts at their own 7-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You see all this movement in football now. All the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this one.
They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. The give on the option. Picks up the 1st down. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Houston has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got out of trouble and throws. Makes the grab. Inside the 40. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. The give from the gun. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. Working that left side. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side and a chance perhaps to pull. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Houston. Oh! They give themselves a little more cushion. Here comes the Houston offense once again. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Smart move to keep it on the ground. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Houston will snap it in the red zone. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. And he waltzes in for the score. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you. Great job by this team being
When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Tucson, Arizona, and the stadium where they bear down for the Arizona Wildcats. As we'll see, the defending national champions, the Houston Cougars, taking on another Big 12 foe, the Arizona Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and... Hand off from the shotgun. They start the afternoon with a run, and it goes nowhere. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Keep it on the ground. Still on his feet at the 35. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Now the play fake. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. The deeper into the season we get, the more they win, the greater their confidence that they can finish strong here in the Big 12.
Heck yeah, Reed.
He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Cougars. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times...
They are backed up, defense smelling blood as this drive starts at the 5. Caught in the backfield, it's Gage. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and Houston has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. And the Cougars with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Slithers into space. Turning it on. Quick step and go. Crosses midfield. He's at the 30. Inside the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. The Houston offense comes onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Need 10 yards on this third down, and they're backed up inside their own 20. He spins that thing down the middle. Makes the grab right down the middle. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Houston. No midseason doldrums. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Soft spot in the middle. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give to the back. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Fires to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The play action fake. Looking for a deep man. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Goes to the option. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important 1st down. The Cougars kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Pocket breaking down. Plucks it out of the air. He'll go out of bounds right at the 23-yard line.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score.
Got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Houston.
And this is blowout.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Got the 1st down. Looking for more. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say this has been a fun watch so far in Tucson. And how can we begin our analysis of that 1st half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package.
The Houston offense ready to go back to work. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's 1st down. They'll go to the ground. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll give it to the back. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. A quick strike. They'll run play action. With the catch, it's Lincoln. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. And the Cougars can really attack on this 2nd and short. He'll keep it himself. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the 1st. An array of possibilities here. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Motion from the back. On the direct snap, it's Lincoln. Now improvising. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line. They'll unleash the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the snap, it's Lincoln. Here's the pressure. Fires on the move. And they get... Out of the gun, the running back has it. Got enough for the 1st down. That's the kind of play that can really really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Running game got it done on the last play. Now it's first down. Quarterback on the keeper. There he goes. Oh, he got loose. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. The Cougars come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Fires to the wideout. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Off play action on first down. Fires to the end zone, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cougars! They build this fourth quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your...
Houston sending the offense back onto the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted.
Throws toward the end zone. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. That'll be enough to give them a first and goal from the 10. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Operating in the red zone here on second down. He'll pull it on the read. Powers through. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated, whatever it takes, offense, defense, special.
They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. The Cougars have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Got a man, it's Lincoln. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. With the clock running, this should be the final play. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Past the 45. Breaks into the open. The 20. He's at the 10. And that's how you finish it off. Scoring on the final play of the game doesn't affect the outcome. Just a little cherry on top of the sundae. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, oh, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meat face, ball game over.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to John O'Quinn Field in H-Town, home to the Houston Cougars. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Baylor Bears, taking on last year's national champions, the Houston Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Leaves it with the back. Oh, better look out. Turning it on. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Got his man. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. The quick out. He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48. And the Cougars can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll work the chains.
This is an offense that prides themselves on being physical, so you need 1 yard. Just hand it off to your back and let him go to work.
Wants to throw on first down. Quickly complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain. That was a nice pickup running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield. You saw that right there.
Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Rushes on him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll try the run. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4. 8th play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a 3rd down conversion. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Cougars. Made the grab in the end zone for the score. To the air on first down. Quick strike complete. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The Cougars trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. That's the end of the quarter, and Houston has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They've got a first down here to open the period. Looking to throw on first down. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Wants to throw again. Fires to the wideout. Got his man all by himself. He's loose. And the catch and run into the end zone. Here comes the Houston offense once again. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Caught behind the line. It's Lincoln. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Takes a hit as he fires.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. He completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags points down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Houston will be forced to punt. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. The coverage team was down there to corral. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. A strike downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Snap to the back. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. He's got it on the right. He's knocked out of bounds as he gets it across midfield and down to the 46. They need the 40 to convert here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. The Cougars with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Off-play action. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 and the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now. Houston has it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Houston! Great job by the back on the option. No midseason concentration laps here in week 6. Looking downfield on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
All right, guys, thanks. Looks like we've had ourselves a very enjoyable first half so far.
The Houston offense comes onto the field. Off the play fake on 1st down. Throwing right. Pulls it in. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Fires to the right. Found the spot, the defense. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Trying play action. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got room on the return. At the 20. Touchdown! The Houston offense ready to go back to work. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. And now this offense will take the field again. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Little touch pass to the receiver. He goes out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Third and long, and they'll need to get it close to the goal line to convert. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the connection on third down.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. Absolutely center cut. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Looking to the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. He's going for the goal line. And couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Oh, he's got some space. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 22 after the huge pickup. From the 22 on 1st and 10. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. 1st and goal now for Houston as they try to get it in. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. And the Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Caught in the backfield, it's Lincoln. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking to throw on 1st down. Complete in the middle. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Get you some of that. And with that completion, now he's over 400 yards on the day. That's a really, really good game for this quarterback. He's been almost
all out of space. He's at the... And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offense.
They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So we know they're going to a bowl game. Great. But, David, they've got their eyes set on the college football playoff and a national championship. They have that kind of talent. They're not surprised they're 6-0. They're looking to do bigger things.
No, 6-0 is great, but that's not the goal. They want to be 12-0. They want to be 14-0. They want to continue this streak as long as they possibly can. Extremely talented. Nobody's surprised, and their goals are a lot bigger than this.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.